Is logo design dead? Is AI the new graphic designer? Should we all just pack our bags and start searching for a new career? Before we go that far, my name is Michelle and I talk about design, marketing, and freelancing. So if you find this information helpful, be sure to give the video a like and subscribe if you'd like to see more from me. Now, unless you've been living off the grid or under a rock, you've probably seen the explosion of AI and what people are generating with it. Besides the silly IG posts of self-portraits and TikTok anime filters, we've got things like ChatGPT outputting scary intelligent pieces of copy, and things like DALL-E OpenAI creating visuals in seconds. This has many creatives shaking in their boots, thinking that their job will soon be extinct because a computer can now make a logo or write a novel. While some of the things being created are impressive, I think creatives can relax just a little bit and rethink their approach to how AI will impact them and maybe, just maybe, even embrace AI. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you an experiment of some AI creations I made and what I think of them. So do I think AI is going to kill the career of logo designers? No, at least not today. I tested it out myself, and while the results were interesting, I was not blown away by any means, but it did get me thinking, how can we as designers leverage these tools? And I think it's all about inspiration. Now, every creative is different, and everyone has a different process when it comes to beginning a design project. When I start, it's either one of two things. I have visuals that magically pop into my head, and then I work on translating those into sketches and then into the computer. If I'm stuck, then I will usually search a visual search engine like Pinterest or Google or other design sites to get inspiration relevant to whatever topic or project I'm working on. It often takes several hours and it's not always helpful. So what if AI could cut down on some of that process time and potentially save you time by creating visuals from keywords you type into a generator, allowing you to see your visual ideas executed in a matter of seconds? That's magic. If a machine can create and position things in a way that you might not have thought of otherwise, you basically have a digital assistant that makes Clippy from Microsoft Office look like an incompetent moron. Now, let me show you the experiment that I did with OpenAI. Sometimes I get visuals that pop into my head that I think are cool, so I end up creating them even if they aren't for a client. A couple of years ago, I made a logo for Monster Workouts, completely made up. The icon had a dumbbell with monster fangs. I thought it was cool. So my idea was to type some keywords into OpenAI and see how close it actually came to my idea. So I'll show you what I did. Let's take a look at those now. All right, if you haven't played with these sites before, you can go to this URL right up here. I'll leave a link in the description as well, just so you can check this out and play with it yourself. This is just a generator. You've got the ability to put in some keywords and then it's going to output some art for you. So what I did, we'll take a look. I wanted to, again, my Monster Workouts logo with a dumbbell with monster fangs. So let's take a look at what it did. And as you can see here, it output 4 pieces of content of some monsters that apparently do copious amounts of drugs. So it's not that impressive. I'm not scared that all of a sudden AI is going to take over my job because, I mean, it's interesting, but it's not something I would ever present to a client. So let's show you some of the other things that I did. So if I go to the history tab here, I did it a couple different ways. We'll go down here. So this one was a fitness logo that incorporates monster fangs. That was kind of one of them that it did. This set of 4 here that's what was output there. And then I tried it one more time, a fitness logo for Monster Fitness that includes barbell and monster fangs, just to see if anything else would get output. Again, not that impressive. And then I started like thinking of some of the other client logos I've done. So it was like a nutrition logo with flowers and a sun as abstract symbol. Not really super impressed what it output there. Or what about like a real estate logo with tall buildings? Again, interesting, but nothing I would ever present to a client. And then I thought this was cute, like a skull logo with hearts for eyes. I thought that one was adorable. So I that's like the only thing that I created that I was like, oh, that's kind of cute. But other than that, like I'm not scared that my job is going to become extinct anytime soon. So Let's take a look at the logo that I actually did, which I'll pull it onto the screen now. This was my idea for monster workouts. I had the little barbell with the fangs, and of course, I have my little Bogus Brands logo that I created just when I'm trying to show silly examples of things. So I thought this was cool. Like, this was an idea that I had. I was like, oh gosh, that would be like a fun company to do. So the idea here is that, is AI going to take over your job? No, but you can use it for some inspiration. I mean, maybe it will show you things that you didn't think of. And I'd say, like, the most important thing, if it does create something that you kind of like, nothing is going to replace that human touch that you give to a piece of design. So if this helps you generate ideas, helps you think a little bit quicker, gives you some more paths and options to go down, like, try it out, see what you can come up with. But it's always going to be that human touch, that special extra idea that you throw into it, that's going to make it a great design. So even if you're cheating a little bit in the beginning to come up with an idea, I think, just use this as part of your process, but not your end result. So just let me know what you think of this. You have questions, you have comments, you can always leave those below. I'm happy to answer or entertain any of your thoughts. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.